Cali shelters are preparing for the possible arrival of thousands of migrants from a caravan on its way from southern Mexico. The Mexican government estimates the caravan is comprised of more than 7,000 migrants from various countries who crossed into Mexico starting late last month. The local government says it's prepared to receive the migrants if they come. They're currently working on security, shelter, food, and medical services.
The local government does weekly monitoring of the capacity of the migrant shelters. We currently have 34% occupancy. This means that we can receive up to 1,400 people if needed, apart from the government's migrant shelter. It has just been expanded to 300 more spaces.
This as both Mexico and the United States continue working on better immigration policies to decrease illegal crossings and secure the border.